Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher and today again we'll be drawing a beautiful Zendala. Yes, so let's get started with today's session. Take a few deep breaths, stretch your hands, your fingers. Make sure you're sitting in a comfortable position with adequate lighting. With a sense of gratitude, I'm going to start with a tangle called Foundabout. Yes, one of the tangles which was also explored during the current running 12 days of Zentangle. So this is how the tangle Foundabout starts. Yes, so I'm drawing these sharp stems. The next one starts from about half of the previous one, like this. Trying to go around my tile, that is edges of the tile. You can either keep all the stems of the same size or you can diminish the size, whichever way you wish to. Whole lot of ways in which you can draw the same tangle. Yes, so let's now go to the second step, which is adding this beautiful reverse S shape. Let's do that for all. Beautiful tangle to draw, and the way it is drawn gives a nice draw behind opportunity. Yes, so this was simple, and now comes the third step wherein we give the draw behind kind of a feel. So this extends here. So they kind of go into each other, interwoven, interlaced, like this. Yes, isn't it beautiful? And in the current series, she extended it a little more, right, by adding some more stems from here. Let's see if we want to do that. Let us keep it simple first. So what I'm going to do is start with another tangle right here. Probably we can add a few print terms also before we go ahead and draw another tangle. So I'm going to add some nice and beautiful print terms, a few of them. Well, you can draw any other tangle of your choice. As I keep saying, choose tangles that come to your mind at that point of time, depending on your mood at that time of the day. Some bit of tipples here and there. Yes. And then I'm going to basically create a rough random shape like this. Yes, I hope you can see it. And start with the tangle called Aquafleur. Yes, so it's a beautiful tangle to draw. Kind of surrounding the rough shape that I drew with these stripes, which are going to be inked. And the last one here, kind of drawing behind again, like this. Yes, so I have done it with a very light hand, just going around the shape like this. Now I like the drama of this Tangle Aquafleur, so I am going to ink these stripes. Yes, you can always leave a highlight in between as you ink it. If you wish, you can switch to a bolder nib. I'm using an O5, Micron O5. Yes, so you can leave a highlight like this. Moving on to the second one. A small highlight there. just a gap as you ink. Slowly take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Inking adds that much required drama to your tile, so give it that time. Yes, moving on to the third. Well, you can change the shape as you ink. That's perfectly fine. So I've drawn pretty thick stripes. If you want, you can always draw more number of stripes and thinner stripes. So that's entirely your choice. How do you want to draw your Aquafleur? Giving a nice curve at the ends. And then again, starting from the bottom. Giving that slight highlight in between. Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same exercise. Please do it at your own pace. Ink. Yeah. So I'm almost finishing my inking on the last section. Adding that small highlight there, like this. Yes. Now the in-between spaces I will be inserting. You can insert any tangle of your choice. Whole lot of tangles that you can choose from. But I'm going to be inserting some orbs. Big, small, depending on the spaces I have. So I'm basically squeezing in orbs there, just the way we do for the tangle perk. So as you can see, they are not complete orbs, kind of drawing behind and squeezing them together. Just take care of the tiny in-between spaces as you draw the orbs. Don't bother about the shape. All is well. Everything looks nice as far as Zentangle is concerned. Go with whatever spaces you have. Adjust the shape of the orbs as per the spaces you have. Yes, tiny little spaces in between. Just add a touch of black as you draw. Slowly take your time. Like this. Yeah, you can squeeze in one or two more if you wish to, here and there. That's about it. Let's now move on to our next angle. So what I'm going to do is Add a tangle called Verdigogh here, or you can add the beautiful tangle called Featherfall also. That's entirely your choice which tangle do you want to add, but I'm going to be adding a tangle called Verdigogh. So how do you want to start? It's entirely up to you. I'm going to start right here. I'm starting with the center stem. Like this. You can add a little weight on one side of the stem. Yes. And now I'm going to start drawing these sharp pointed shapes similar to what we have drawn in our Foundabout. You can also give it a leaf kind of a shape. You can give it rectangular shape, whatever you feel like. Going to the other side, drawing the first layer of these sharp leaves, Tangle Verdigogh. Yes, then we add the next layer. So I'm going to now cross over and draw behind. And in between, wherever there is extra space, add further leaves. Slowly take your time. Yes, so let's keep adding. Draw behind wherever you can. Find that opportunity. That's the beauty of the Tangle Verdigogh. Again, a nature inspired tangle. Grows organically. You can draw it as dense as possible. Yes, let's add some more. Wherever you see some space, you can also give a slight turn to the leaves. That's okay. No hard and fast rules there. Wherever you find some space, draw behind. Make it as dense as you can. Like this. Yeah, let's do the same exercise on the other side also. Slowly take your time. Spaces are small. Draw behind as much as you can. Wherever you can. Just find that opportunity. Yes. You can give a slight curve. Add some more. Wherever you see spaces in between, insert a few more. That's the beautiful tangle Verdigogh. And then insert small tiny orbs, just like Bronx chairs, in between wherever you see a little space. They add to the look of your Verdigogh. So do that exercise. Find those tiny places. Yes, isn't it lovely tangle to draw? So our Verdigogh is in place. Now we have this place in between left. So whatever you feel like, you can add anything. Before that, let us add a little zen to our Foundabout. So I'm going to add a small aura inside and then ink it to add a little drama to my Foundabout. There are so many ways to go about doing a tangliation as far as this tangle is concerned. This is how I am going to add to the look of this tangle. Added an inner aura like this. The other side very little is visible, so just a small slight touch. Again an aura, ink it. Other side just a slight touch, not much. So similarly I am going to do throughout. So the tiny little space which is left here, I am just going to extend my Aquafleur and convert it into kind of gradually transition into a tangle called Molygon. So I'm closely auraing the previous one, going to about 3/4 of the distance and then coming back and adding and completing the moon shape. So the close aura is the key. That is what gives Molygon its actual look. It's just like Bunzo, however, the size of the moons is a little more, the C shapes are a little more bulky, and you can just go on and add it anywhere and fill up the spaces the way you wish. That's the beauty of this tangle Molygon. You can insert few smaller twigs of your Verdigogh here and there wherever you see some spaces. That's fine. Yes, so very comfortably we filled up the space with Molygon. Here again some spaces are left. Just insert some nice and beautiful fescues, fragile and delicate looking. The small highlight there. You can very comfortably push in some tipples. Gives a nice organic look to your tangle. Like this. Yes, as far as Molygon is concerned, whole lot of ways in which you can enhance its look. So shifting to a finer nib now. So the best way is to add a moon and then aura it. And the recent project packs, Rick drew a beautiful version of Molygon wherein he kind of coordinated the moons. Yes, so it was a beautiful take on the Tangle Molygon, wherein you try to coordinate the successive Molygons, try to build some connect between them. So the next one is again, I'm kind of trying to Will that connect? Let's see if I can. I'm going to add one moon here also. Again, trying to coordinate. You can aura the way you want depending on where have you placed your moon. Yes, so it's a beautiful take on Molygon. Again changing, so I'm going to start here. Just playing around with the position of the moon. And then again I'm going to change it to the alternate side. Take your time. Bring it to the center. Here again I'm going to probably place a moon here. Tangle pattern Molygon. And using moon as the filler, crescent moon as the filler tangle inside Molygon, and playing around with the position of the moons, having fun with my Molygon, going crazy. Yes, so again I'm going to probably place a moon here and place the second moon here, place one more moon here. Yeah, isn't it fun? If you can coordinate, do that. If you cannot, that's fine. Not an issue at all. Anyways, it looks nice. All looks good as far as Zentangle is concerned. And the last one. That's it. Yes, if you want to redo some of the lines, please go ahead and do that. Yeah, I think let us first shade, and then if we want to revisit some of the lines, we can always do that. So I'm now going to be adding some shade. So starting first here with my print terms, just adding a little touch on the overlaps. Blend it. Moving on next to our Foundabout. I'm just going to add some graphite on one side of the stem, keeping it simple. You can also highlight the stem if you want. It is just blurring the graphite a little. Soft touches, not too much. Coming on next to our Aquafleur, under the bands is where I would add the graphite. Just just like a shadow. Make sure you leave a section white. So bring it to about half the graphite, but do not completely cover the area with gray. So the whites should be visible. Coming next to our Verdigogh, so I'm going to add on one side like this. Yes. And just soft touches, not much, on the Molygon. Just adding to one corner just to highlight. Depending on the position of my moon, I'm just adding soft touches on the Molygon. Yes, not too much. And the last one here. And that's it. I don't think we need any more shading. This is sufficient. And that's it. That's our tile for today. Yes. Let's close it here. I'm going to put in my name or chop, whatever you feel like. Always sign and date your tile. I shall see you again with some more sessions. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.